Their every move is being watched. Yeah, they feel like they're being watched. Their every move is being watched. They're definitely being watched. They tried to take what is yours. They put in way too much effort dealing with consequences. Now they're dealing with the consequences, or they will be dealing with consequences in the future. False statements. Okay, so they may have made false statements regarding you and drugs, paying for illegal services concerning drugs. This person might be seen as mentally, emotionally unstable, wanting to intimidate you in some way, or someone might have been doing things to try to intimidate you, to have you behave in a way that could be seen as mentally, emotionally unstable, or to cause you some kind of mental, emotional instability in some way. You're too strong for that. Maybe they wanted someone who did not know someone to act violently towards them. Like if this is you, collective, if someone was trying to have you attacked or harmed in some way by lying, presenting false evidence about you to instigate such a reaction or to fuel some kind of motive. Hello, welcome to Moonlit Justice Oracle. I'm here to do a collective reading using the Sketchy deck and the Haters deck. Thank you for being here. Thank you for everything you do in support of this channel. I appreciate you. And my sincerest thanks as well to those of you who have stuck around while I've been gone. I appreciate your continued belief in me and this channel, and yes, thank you for your patience. Alright, let's see. Let's sum up what this reading is going to be about. May I have 3 cards, please, for what this reading for the collective is going to be about? 3 cards, please, for what this reading for the collective. Fighting, so some kind of fighting, conflict. 2 more cards, please, for what this reading will be about. Spying on phone and a stranger. A stranger spying on phone. Someone does not know looking on a phone, or someone looking on a phone and seeing something about a stranger. Someone saw something on a stranger's phone, someone they don't know. Alright, may I have 2 more cards, please, for what this collective message will be about? 2 more cards to accompany fighting, please. 2 more cards to accompany fighting. Violation of privacy. So there's been a violation of privacy here. Fighting, violation of privacy. Maybe the violation of privacy has caused conflict, or there's arguments about this. 1 more card, please. Spying on computer. Fighting, violation of privacy, and spying on computer. So someone might have violated someone's privacy by looking on their computer or spying on their computer. What did you do? She stepped on the keyboard and something popped up, but hopefully this is still recording. Alright, we'll clarify this in a little bit, but let's see, what are these haters experiencing in the present moment? They don't know how to build themselves up, so they try to bring you down. So these people have been trying to bring you down because they do not know how to build themselves up. 2 more cards, please, for what these haters are currently experiencing. 2 more cards, please. Wanted you to settle for less than you deserve. Interesting. So they were trying to bring you down in some way, and they also wanted you to settle for less than you deserve in some way. 1 more card, please, for what these haters are experiencing in the present time. 2 more cards, or 1 more card. Why did I say 2? We'll go for it. They think they're slick, but they're not. So these people are doing things thinking that they're slick, possibly getting away with it, but they're not, which means that they're not slick and they're not going to get away with whatever they've been doing. Alright, 1 more card, please, for the current, they can't understand your resilience. Yeah, so you're very resilient. They cannot understand how you've maintained your strength, how they haven't been able to bring you down. You're not settling for less than you deserve. Okay. Please clarify, they don't know how to build themselves up, so they try to bring you down for the collective. They don't know how to build themselves up, so they try to bring you down for the collective. They don't know how to build themselves up, so they try to bring you down. They don't know how to build themselves up. They feel like they're being watched. Interesting. So maybe these people have done things and now they're feeling like they're being watched. And they're trying to still possibly bring you down. But they feel like maybe they have to be extra careful about what they're doing. Fighting violation of privacy, spying on computer. Interesting. They feel like they're being watched. You heal from pain and grow. They don't, and instead they hurt other people. They've left a trail. This is what I was seeing this card when I saw they feel like they're being watched come out. They've left a trail. So there's evidence to be found about what they've done or what they've been doing. They feel like they're being watched. They don't know how to build themselves up. Hi. They feel like they're being watched. They feel like they're being watched. Jealous of who you are. That explains, they don't know how to build themselves up, so they try to bring you down, right? Which means if they saw you up here in some way and themselves down here, instead of trying to work on themselves, they wanted you to lower yourself down to their level, essentially. They feel like they're being watched. Jealous of who you are. So these people, this person is jealous of who you are, and that's why they were trying to bring you down. Jealous of who you are. Their every move is being watched. Yeah, they feel like they're being watched. Their every move is being watched. They're definitely being watched. They've been seen, or they're being seen doing whatever they're doing in an attempt to bring you down. And I remember thinking about they've left a trail card, so maybe others are seeing, or someone's seeing what they've done in the past as well. Alright, wanted you to settle for less than you deserve. Please tell the collective about wanted you to settle for less than you deserve. Wanted you to settle for less than you deserve. Wanted you to settle for less than you deserve for the collective, please. Wanted you to settle for less than you deserve. They've put way too much effort into this. Yeah, so they've been putting a lot of effort into whatever in an attempt to maybe decrease whatever you get in some way, or in order to, I don't know. I'm just getting a general, like, they didn't want you to have success of any kind, or, They put way too much effort into this, wanted you to settle for less. They're afraid of you, thought it was funny. Patience will result in the best possible outcome. They put way too much effort into this. They put way too much. They tried to take what is yours. Yeah, they wanted something that's yours, would be yours. They were jealous of you. They are jealous of you if this is a present situation. They're trying to take what is yours, or they tried to take what is yours. They put a lot of effort into it because they wanted you to settle for less than you deserve. So they felt entitled, is what I'm getting, to whatever this could be. But their every move is being watched. They tried to take what is yours. They put in way too much effort, dealing with consequences. Now they're dealing with the consequences, or they will be dealing with consequences in the future. They think they're slick, but they're not. They think they're slick, but they're not. They think they're slick, but they are not slick. Deep down, they wish they had similar qualities as you. They're jealous of who you are. Deep down, they wish they had similar qualities as you. So this is a fan. You have a fan who's been working against you, or trying to cause you some kind of conflict, or trying to take what's yours. Deep down, they wish they had similar qualities as you, but they think they're slick. Deep down, they wish they had similar qualities as you. So they admire you in some way, or they're putting you on a pedestal in some way. But instead of working on themselves and feeling more confident about who they are, they're just acting like they're trying to be slick and shady in an effort to take what is yours. Deep down, they wish they had similar qualities as you. They're such a coward. Yeah, these people are cowards. Maybe you're not. Maybe, I don't know, you're not a coward, I'm sure. Maybe you're a very brave person, or you have a lot of courage, you face your fears. and they don't know how to do that. They're such a coward. Deep down, they wish they had similar qualities as you. They're such a coward. Deep down, they wish they had similar qualities as you. They're such a coward. Whoa. Massively regretting coming against you. Yeah. They are massively regretting coming against you. They thought they were slick. They learned they're not. Maybe they're afraid, or they're massively regretting coming. Maybe they're having to maybe they found themselves in situations that have them feeling fearful in some way. All because of what they've been doing or what they've done. Whatever the case, they're massively regretting coming against you. They can't understand your resilience. For the collective, please. They can't understand your resilience. They can't understand your resilience, collective. They don't think that what they did was wrong. So for whatever reasons, they don't think that whatever they did was wrong. They thought they were in the right. They thought that you deserved this, is what I'm getting. I'm not sure what led them to think that. They don't think that what they did was wrong, for the collective. They don't want you to speak the truth. Interesting. I'm not sure if whatever they've been doing is because they don't want you to speak the truth, or they did something, perhaps you know about it. They don't think that what they did was wrong, and they just don't want you to talk about it. If they don't think what they did was wrong, why would they not want you to talk about it? What's this? You keep evolving and growing. Yeah, you focus on yourself, your own evolution and growth. Okay. Why don't they want you to speak the truth? They don't want you to speak the truth. You act with integrity, and everyone knows this. Yeah, they don't want you to speak the truth, because if you spoke the truth, others would know that you act with integrity. Everyone knows this. They don't think what they did was wrong. What's this one? They don't even know the definition of the word grateful. So these are people that are ungrateful. They're ungrateful with for the blessings that they already have in their life. So they focus on, I don't know, being jealous of other people, trying to take what belongs to someone else. You keep evolving and growing. You keep evolving and growing. Good job, collective. Not stooping to their level. You keep evolving and growing. Wasting their time. They're afraid of what others will think. They're wasting their time, and they're afraid of what others are going to think, or what others will think. They feel like they're being watched. Their every move is being watched. Maybe they feel like they're being observed, acting in ways that indicate that they're jealous of who you are. People are catching on to this. Maybe there's subtleties involved. Okay, let's see. What is this? We just want you to know. I knew there was. We just want you to know you've handled all of this very well. Your spirit team, possibly others in this physical realm, they want you to know that they think you've handled all of this very well. You handled it with grace, with integrity. You didn't stoop to these shady levels, pettiness. Okay. Let's try to figure out what this fighting, violation of privacy, and spying on computer is here. What else can you tell the collective about fighting for what we're dealing with here? Fighting. What kind of fighting is this? Domestic abuse. I don't know if there's a couple involved here. If there's some kind of domestic violence situation happening. Domestic abuse with fighting for the collective. Domestic abuse with fighting. Family. This could involve family. Abuse within a family. Family with domestic abuse. Assault. So I don't know if we're talking about actual physical harm here. Fighting, domestic abuse, family, assault. And what does violation of privacy have to do with this? Lawsuit, identity theft. Not taking them officially. A lawsuit and identity theft. Violation of privacy. Sexual abuse. Why is sexual abuse a violation of privacy? Someone with similar beliefs. There's some new cards in here. They're from a different deck I had, but there's a lot of descriptions of people or types of behavior, etc. Sexual abuse. Someone with similar beliefs. So someone believes something as well. Someone believes in the same thing as someone else. Violation of privacy, sexual abuse. Someone possibly agrees that there's been some kind of violation of privacy. This could be considered sexual abuse in some way, or someone feels like their privacy has been violated regarding some kind of sexual abuse. I don't know why I'm holding these up. I'm not even certain they can be seen on this camera with the light here. I do it out of habit. Someone with similar beliefs in sexual abuse. Spying on phone, a stranger. Again with the spying on phone and a stranger. A stranger, someone does not know, spying on phone. So maybe the stranger shares beliefs with someone regarding a violation of privacy, sexual abuse. Something seen on a phone, something seen on a computer. And somehow domestic abuse within a family is involved. And again, I'm not sure if this fighting, what could be considered domestic abuse. I mean, we can't read these cards literally all the time. The energy is of some kind of conflict within a family. Assault, harm, taking advantage of someone. Maybe someone found out that someone took advantage of someone here, possibly violated their privacy, and this has led to some kind of fighting. Could be physical fighting. Spying on computer. Why is spying on computer here? Vehicle? Bribery and vehicle. Looking on a computer. Maybe something can be seen on a computer regarding, like if this is an email or something else, some kind of records that would show something about bribing someone and something having to do with a vehicle. Paying someone to do something with a vehicle. Bribery with spying on computer. Bribery. Why is bribery here? Burdened. Someone's burdened. I don't know if someone accepted a bribe and they're feeling burdened, or someone's burdened and they were trying to bribe someone to do something, and this can be seen on a computer. Vehicle with spying on computer. Vehicle with spying on computer. Worried. Worried. Worried with vehicle. Home. Why is home with worried and vehicle? Home, worried, vehicle. Concealment. Someone might be like worried and hiding, concealing themselves in their home where they live. If there's something to do with like someone being followed in a vehicle or something. Why is burdened here with bribery and spying on computer? Burdened with bribery? I'm kind of getting true real evidence. Yeah, I'm kind of getting that. I don't know if someone found the truth on someone else's computer. Fighting, violation of, like if someone found something on someone's computer that was true real evidence of some kind of violation of privacy, or sexual abuse. This could be bribery. Like they found some kind of evidence on a computer, and this has led to fighting, to conflict. Okay. You know, why is a stranger with someone with similar beliefs in sexual abuse? A stranger with someone... We have your back, heart. We have your back, heart. So those in the spiritual and or physical realms have your back. A stranger. Someone with similar beliefs. Violation of privacy, sexual abuse. A stranger might have someone's back in some way. Like if a stranger, someone, let's say you, the collective, you don't know this person. They might have seen something on a phone or on a computer. And this could have led to some kind of fighting, but this person is on your side, perhaps? Why is spying on phone here with someone with similar beliefs? Not wanting someone to succeed. Not wanting someone to succeed. This can be found on a phone. They feel like they're being watched, that every move is being watched, with jealous of who you are. I don't know if someone is able to see something on someone's phone. Like I was saying earlier how someone might be, like their jealousy might be showing in a way. And this could be found maybe on a phone, like maybe in what they say through texts, or I don't know, anything that could be found on someone's phone, right? Okay, let's see. Let's see, let me get this set up. I'm going to set it up for success. Setting it up for success. Okay, let's see if we can get some more information about what's going on here. I'm going to take these back. I'll remember them. Fighting, violation of privacy, spying on a computer. Okay, they don't know how to build themselves up, so they try to bring you down. They don't know how to build themselves up, so they try to bring you down. A cover-up. This is something that's been covered up. They were trying to cover up the fact that they were trying to bring you down. They don't know how to build themselves up, so they try to bring you down. They don't know how to build themselves up, so they try to bring you down. Addictions. Are they addicted to try to bring you down? Do they struggle with addictions? They don't know how to build themselves up because of addictions. Perhaps they turn to addictions, and this is why they are unable, or why they don't know how to build themselves up. So they try to bring you down. Maybe they were trying to bring you down in a way that has to do with addictions. If you've struggled with addictions in the past, trying to get you to revisit those, or if you didn't and this would be a new addiction for you. But I'm feeling like this is on their end. They don't know how to build themselves up, so they try to bring you down. This is someone who is possibly struggling with addictions, and they don't have that mindset of building themselves up. They feel like they're being watched. They feel like they're being watched for the collective. They feel like they're being watched. They feel like they're being watched. Evidence tampering, planting, fabricating, hiding, moving, or placing evidence with the intent to deceive. Perhaps they feel like they're being watched, or they were observed when it comes to tampering with some kind of evidence. Evidence tampering with they feel like they're being watched. Hold on and stay strong. Interesting. Why is hold on and stay strong with evidence tampering? Money laundering. Oh man, I was kind of getting like, usually I see this card as a message for the collective to hold on and stay strong. Things might be tough now, but they are sure to get better. They might have been trying to, like, what am I getting? It's like slowing a process down, holding something back, or doing something regarding evidence and money laundering. Trying to make dirty money appear clean, trying to make money that's been obtained or spent illegally, trying to make it appear to have been legally obtained or spent. And in the meanwhile, they might have been like prolonging a situation or something like that. Maybe they're feeling, this is what I'm getting, they're feeling kind of paranoid. So in the meanwhile, they're trying to launder money, tamper with evidence, or this money illegally spent or obtained is connected to some kind of evidence tampering. Jealous of who you are for the collective. Jealous of who you are. One of these cards flipped a scapegoat. They wanted you to take the blame, or they wanted someone else to take the blame for something. Paying for illegal services. They paid for illegal services because they're jealous of who you are. Paying for illegal services. Drugs. Yeah, I believe that this person might be addicted to drugs of some kind, or I don't know if they were trying to get you caught up in paying for drugs, or this could be the purchasing or selling of drugs. Jealous of who you are. Why is drugs here with paying for illegal services? Drugs with paying for illegal services. False statements. Okay, so they may have made false statements regarding you and drugs. Paying for drugs, paying for illegal services concerning drugs, involving drugs. Their every move is being watched. A supporter, a close friend. This could be a close friend of yours, a close friend of this person's. They're being watched by someone. A supporter. This might be someone who has your back in some way, or someone who is on your side. Or they're being watched by someone who has been helping them. I'm not sure if whoever was helping them or supporting them knew the whole story, knew the truth in some way. A close friend with their every move is being watched. A close friend, their every move is being watched. Legal system, abuse of power. A close friend might work in the legal system and has been misusing or abusing their power and or authority. Or a close friend has been watching them and noticed that they're abusing some kind of power or authority they have regarding the legal system. A supporter with their every move is being watched. Worried. Someone might be observing this person and worried about how they've been supporting them or helping them in some way. Or someone's worried about this person and they're trying to help them, meanwhile noticing whatever they're doing. Wanted you to settle for less than you deserve for the collective. Deception. They wanted to deceive. They wanted you to be deceived. They caused some kind of deception because they wanted you to settle for less. Why is deception here with wanted you to settle for less? Deception with wanted you to settle for less. Set up, framed. This deception involved setting you up or framing you for something or someone else for something. Might involve these false statements with drugs. They framed someone for some kind of drug situation. Set up, framed, deception. Set up, framed, deception. How would this lead you to settle for less? Less in life, freedom, money, if they were trying to have charges pressed against you or have you be imprisoned or something. Set up, framed, deception. Set up, framed, domestic abuse. Okay, so we're back to the domestic abuse from earlier. Were they trying to set you up for some kind of domestic abuse? Or is this someone who, if this is someone domestically linked to you, or domestic abuse was set up, framed. Someone with similar beliefs again. They wanted someone to believe the same thing as them. Domestic abuse. Someone with similar beliefs. This came out with sexual abuse before. So I'm not sure if whatever this is someone accusing someone of drugging another person? That could explain drugs being involved, paying for legal services, drugs, false statements, with setting up someone or framing them for some kind of domestic and or sexual abuse. Someone with similar beliefs, domestic abuse. Someone with similar beliefs and domestic abuse. Tracking, following someone or something, GPS, watching movements. Okay, someone wanted someone to agree with them about this bullshit story, possibly leading them to follow you, or someone also believes that this person set someone up or framed them because they've been following, or wanted you to settle for less than you deserve. Deception, set up, frame, domestic abuse, someone similar beliefs, tracking. I'm getting that someone also believes that there's been some kind of deception. Someone was set up or framed. Tracking with someone with similar beliefs. Psychological emotional abuse. I'm not sure if they were trying to cause some kind of psychological emotional harm by following someone. Like if someone wanted someone to be feeling psychologically, emotionally unwell, having others follow you. No, I'm getting more of someone also believes that, let's say you collective were set up or framed for something, and that this person's been deceptive. Why is they put way too much effort into this? They put way too much effort into this. Protection. Yeah, you're protected. They've put way too much effort into this. Protection. Maybe they were trying to protect someone or something else. Protection. They put in way too much effort. Protection. Protection. A trap set up wanting to cause hardships. Jealousy. Yeah, they wanted to cause you hardships because of jealousy. A trap set up again. Protection. They put in a lot of effort into this setup or framing you for something, but you're protected. They try to take what is yours. They try to take what is yours for the collective. They try to take what is yours. Kidnapping. Is this kidnapping of a person? Or taking something of yours away from you? Kidnapping, what they try to take what is yours? Partner, spouse. Did they try to take a partner, spouse in some way? I mean, kidnapping can be literally kidnapping someone. Or it can be taking someone away from somewhere else or someone else. Partner, spouse, kidnapping. Partner, spouse, kidnapping. They try to take what is yours. Concealment. Concealment, partner, spouse, kidnapping. Inheritance, assets bequeathed to someone. Why is inheritance with concealment? Partner, spouse. Inheritance. Harm. Exploitation. Someone was taking advantage of someone. I don't know if whatever this is, if this involves an inheritance of some kind, something that someone was to be bequeathed. Concealment. Kidnapping. They tried to take what is yours. Inheritance. Concealment. Why is dealing with consequences here under tried taking what is yours? Dealing with consequences. Defendant. They're having to defend themselves now. Defendant. Dealing with consequences. Have faith, trust. Dealing with consequences of you having to defend themselves or defend yourself. You have faith and trust. Dealing with consequences. Someone here might be dealing with the consequences of defending someone and trusting them. They might have trusted and defended the wrong person. Have faith, trust. What's that? Have faith, trust, and spying. Dealing with consequences. Have faith, trust, spying. Why is spying here with have faith, trust? Spying. Holding someone something hostage. Interesting. Holding someone something hostage with spying. A position of authority. A position of authority with holding someone something hostage. Exploitation. Benefiting from someone else's harm. Benefiting from someone else's work. This is taking advantage of someone, essentially. Holding someone something hostage. A position of authority. Exploitation. This person might be having to defend themselves. There was abuse of power, authority earlier. Oh, yeah. Their every move is being watched. A close friend, a supporter, misuse, abuse of power, authority. Yeah. I think I said earlier someone might have trusted the wrong person, defended the wrong person. That might be the case here. They think they're slick, but they're not. They think they're slick, but they're not. Wrongfully accused. Yeah, they thought they were slick when it comes to wrongfully accusing someone. But the truth is known, or it's being discovered, or it will be known. Wrongfully accused, but they think they're slick, but they're not. Remorse. They feel badly about this. Whether they feel badly because they've been caught, they're being caught, or they feel badly for what they've done to you or others, or others. Remorse, wrongfully accused. They think they're slick. A witness. Yeah, there's a witness. Or someone here witnessed something and now they're feeling badly about it. They're feeling badly about what they've done. I think that someone did not have the truth in a situation and they may have acted as if they did know the truth, and this has led them to feeling remorseful. Someone was wrongfully accused of something. A witness with remorse and wrongfully accused. Destruction. A witness to some kind of destruction. Or wrongfully accused. Remorse. Maybe they've caused some kind of destruction. Deep down, they wish they had similar qualities as you. Someone behaving selfishly. Yeah, they're selfish. Or maybe they feel like they're a selfish person and they wish they weren't, but they don't know how not to be. Possibly because of addictions, which I need to clarify. I forgot. Addictions. They don't know how to build themselves up. Addictions. Theft. Maybe their addictions lead them to stealing. Theft with addictions. Bullying. Yeah, they might just do illegal, immoral, low vibrational, petty things because of addictions. If anyone here has struggled with addictions, you might understand that mindset. I do. I understand that mindset a lot. I can't say I've tried to, wrongfully accuse people of things and get them harmed and stuff like that, but I've acted very selfishly because of addictions. Theft, bullying. Yeah, doing whatever it takes to get that money, to get that fix, whatever that fix might be. Someone behaving selfishly with deep down they wish they had similar qualities as you. Someone behaving selfishly, wanting someone else to take the blame. Yeah, they wanted someone else to take the blame. They didn't want to take accountability for whatever they've done. Wanting someone else to take the blame with someone behaving selfishly. Wanting someone else, a third party. There's a third party, another person is involved somehow. Wanting someone else to take the blame. Someone behaving selfishly. What kind of third party are we dealing with here? Why is the third party here? Corruption. A third party. So corruption usually involves what? A third party? Wanting someone else to take the blame. Someone else. Corruption. Trying to say that someone else made them do something, or trying to maybe they want someone else to take the blame for whatever they did as another party in this situation. Corruption. Whatever kind of corrupt activity took place here. Or perhaps they wanted someone else to take the blame and they got someone else involved. They involved other people in some way to partake in corruption because they were behaving selfishly. Why is there such a coward here? There's such a coward. Spying on computer. Again, spying on computer came out before. Spying on computer. Someone might see something on a computer and they're seeing how much of a coward someone is or how they behave cowardly. Spying on computer, they're such a coward. Spying on computer, they're such a coward. Someone with materialistic priorities. Someone's seeing that they are such a coward. They behave in cowardly, corrupt manners because of materialistic priorities. Someone with materialistic priorities. Someone who thinks for their self. Someone who thinks for their self with someone with materialistic priorities. Someone who thinks for their self. This is an independent thinker. This is someone who is not, they don't just go along with things because others think it's right or because of what others say. This is someone who finds their own truths. I don't know how they're connected to this person with materialistic priorities. This might be the same person. Someone who thinks for their self. Someone with materialistic priorities. Spying on computer. Someone who thinks for themselves. Someone who thinks for themselves. Violation of rights. They didn't care what others thought. They didn't agree with others' thought because they had materialistic priorities. They took the cowardly route in some way and violated someone's rights. Or they violated the rights of someone who is an independent thinker who doesn't just go along with the crowd. Oh my God. They don't just go along with the crowd. Possibly in a quest for material things. Massively regretting coming against you, collective. Sabotage. They might be being sabotaged, or they massively regret trying to sabotage you. Sabotage. Massively regretting. False evidence. Trying to sabotage someone using false evidence. I'm sorry, if the only way you can sabotage someone is by creating false evidence, you probably shouldn't try to sabotage them. False evidence with sabotage. Violence. Creating some kind of false evidence regarding violence. Or false evidence to create violence. If you present certain types of false evidence to people, they might react violently towards someone innocent. Violence with false evidence and sabotage. Malicious intentions. False evidence that someone had malicious intentions. Malicious intentions with violence and false evidence. Financial abuse, spiritually protected. You are spiritually protected from whatever this is that they were trying to wrongfully accuse you of, set you up for. False evidence, sabotage. Or this person might have, they're massively regretting coming against you. Others might have malicious intentions towards them now to act violently. They might have violent intentions towards them. Violence with false evidence. I already clarified violence, but a stranger. Maybe they wanted someone who did not know someone to act violently towards them. Like if this is you, collective, if someone was trying to have you attacked or harmed in some way by lying and presenting false evidence about you to instigate such a reaction or to fuel some kind of motive. Malicious intentions. Why is malicious intentions with violence and false evidence? True real evidence. So there's true real evidence in home. Home, true real evidence. I don't know if someone wanted to, if this false evidence tampering was here before, somewhere. There it is. Hold on and stay strong. Money laundering. If someone had malicious intentions to plant evidence in someone's home, true real evidence, malicious intentions, or true real evidence of someone's malicious intentions or of some kind of violence can be found in someone's home. Why is true real evidence with home? Someone from the past. This involves someone from the past in some way. A menace. Someone who was a menace from someone's past, your past, their past. Someone from the past and true real evidence. Greed. Some kind of greed. Someone greedy from the past. Someone greedy, they're wanting more of something. Someone from the past, true real evidence. Why is home here with true real evidence? Home. Confusion, we have your back, heart. Confusion, we have your back, heart. Why is confusion with home? Family, fighting again. Yeah, they're family assault. Family fighting assault with confusion, home, malicious intentions. I'm not sure what this is. If this is false evidence about someone being assaulted in their home, a family could be involved in that. A family, Why is we have your back, heart here with home, malicious intentions? We have your back, heart. An acquaintance. This is someone who someone is familiar with, who they have heard of, or they know. They don't know them well, but they know who they are, basically. An acquaintance might have your back. An acquaintance with we have your back. True statements. An acquaintance is telling the truth about something here. True statements with acquaintance and we have your back. Illegal activity, yeah. Someone's making true statements about some kind of illegal activity. Whatever this might be. Okay, let me collect these real quick and get the last portion. Try to do this without collecting the other ones underneath. Kind of tricky. It's a little tricky, but I can do it. We're professional. Card picker up here. Yes, okay. Yeah, they massively regret coming against you. I'm definitely getting the truth has come out. I really feel strongly that those who are seeing the truth or finding out the truth are on your side in some way. They have your back in some way. It could involve telling the truth. Taking actions. Okay, they can't understand your resilience for the collective. They can't understand your resilience. Manipulation. Maybe they can't understand your resilience because they are easily manipulated, or they can't understand how you have not been manipulated. They can't understand how resilient you've been being involved in a situation where there's been a lot of manipulation, maybe manipulation of people around you, trying to get you to trying to get them to treat you a certain way. Manipulation with they can't understand your resilience. Manipulation with they can't understand your resilience. Burdened. They wanted you to be burdened, but you've been resilient instead. Someone who thinks for themselves. Burdened with manipulation. They can't understand your resilience. Burdened. Get these back. I need them back. Burdened with manipulation. Burdened. I didn't need them back, apparently. Burdened with manipulation and they can't understand your resilience. Cyber online crime. So maybe there's been some kind of cyber online crime enacted online, or the internet was used in some way in order to manipulate. Cyber online crime with burdened and manipulation. Grief. Maybe someone is feeling burdened because they were a part of some kind of manipulation involving cyber online crime and grief, and now they're feeling grief. They're grieving this, or they wanted to cause you grief. Grief with cyber online crime, burdened. Grief, cyber online crime, burdened. Regret, weapon. Regret, weapon. Someone might have used the internet as a weapon in some way, or someone's upset and regretting some kind of crimes they've committed online, perhaps. Some kind of manipulation they've done. Why is regret here with grief? Assault. Someone regrets assault. Someone regrets trying to cause harm to someone. Weapon. Why is weapon under regret and grief? Weapon under regret. Spying. Grief. Someone saw a weapon, or someone has seen. Maybe they were trying to use spying as a weapon. If we're to think abstractly. Spying, weapon. Justice will be served. Always. Yeah, you agree. You're cute. They don't think that what they did was wrong. They don't think that what they did, a cover-up. Cover-up. They don't think that covering something up was wrong, or trying to cover something up was wrong. Why is a cover-up here with they don't think what they did was wrong? A cover-up? A cover-up. Something hidden, yeah. Maybe they don't feel like concealing something was wrong. They feel like it was the right thing to do. Or they're trying to cover up, hide whatever this is that they don't think is wrong. Something hidden, a cover-up. Something hidden. A neighbor and threatening. Someone might have been threatening a neighbor to cover up something, cover something up, hide something. A neighbor with something hidden. Violation. Something hidden. A neighbor, violation. Violation with a neighbor and something hidden. Violation with a neighbor, phone hacking. Has a neighbor been hacking someone's phone? And this is a violation. Well, we did see spying on phone before. Phone hacking, violation, a neighbor. Phone hacking, violation, a neighbor, a loved one. Corruption. A loved one. This is someone cares about. Corruption. Someone might have presented a situation to someone as like, I care about this person, so that's why I'm doing this. In whatever way. This could involve a phone, hacking into someone's phone, violating someone in some way. But this was corrupt. This was not the truth. This is a way they manipulated or were trying to manipulate someone. Threatening was something hidden in a cover-up. Threatening. Violation of rights. There's a lot of violation here. Something hidden. They don't think what they did was wrong, but we have a lot of violation. Violation is breaking rules. It's violating rights. It's violating universal law, 3D law. To me, it's not a matter of what's considered morally right or wrong. It's more of a legal. They don't think that what they did was wrong. A cover-up, something hidden. Threatening violation of rights. Maybe they were unaware, or they are unaware that something's actually illegal. Violation of rights, threatening something hidden. Violation of rights, threatening. Violation of rights, threatening. Theft, true real evidence. Theft, true real evidence, violation of rights. Trying to hide, conceal some kind of true real evidence regarding theft. Violating someone's rights, theft. Or stealing some kind of true real evidence. Threatening to steal some kind of true real evidence. Or or someone could have hacked they could have hacked the phone of a loved one of someone's, like not trying to get to that loved one, but trying to get to someone that loved one is connected to. Huh. Interesting. Why is theft with violation of rights? Theft. Pressing charges. Maybe that's why they're trying to cover something up, keep it hidden, because charges could be pressed because this is actually illegal. And if they're trying to steal or take some kind of true real evidence, it's to prevent charges from being pressed. Why is true? What kind of true real evidence are we talking here? True real evidence, bribery. True real evidence of bribery. Bribery with true real evidence. Bribery with true real evidence. Bribery with true real evidence. Anger. Okay, so someone might be angry because they've discovered true real evidence, or someone would be angry about this true real evidence. Bribery. Someone's angry that someone tried bribing them, or they were angry so they tried bribing someone, or they did bribe someone. Okay. They don't want you to speak the truth. They don't want you to speak the truth. Computer hacking. Computer hacking with they don't want you to speak the truth. Defendant. Someone defending themselves. I'm not sure if someone's been targeted when it comes to computer hacking, because they don't want you to speak the truth and defend yourself in some kind of way. If there's some kind of proof on someone's computer, they're trying to hack into this computer, or that's what happened. Computer hacking, defendant. Why is defendant with computer hacking? They don't want you to speak the truth. Defendant, computer hacking. Police, law enforcement. Police, law enforcement with computer hacking. Proven guilty. So, if they don't want you to speak the truth about some kind of computer hacking, because they will be found proven guilty by law enforcement, or they don't want you to speak the truth. You act with integrity and everyone knows this. Police, law enforcement, proven guilty. Why is defendant here under computer hacking? A witness, remorse and a witness. Defendant. They don't want you to speak the truth. Defendant, remorse, a witness. Someone might have known that something was going on, or they witnessed something. I don't know if this is the person who doesn't think that what they did was wrong when it comes to concealing something. If they now feel guilty about this, if they feel maybe it was wrong, they feel remorseful because they knew about it. Is this someone who's in denial? Like if something's gone on and they are aware of it and they haven't said anything about it, they're in denial that it's wrong because there hasn't been any charges pressed or something like that, where it's if they're not being forced to be held accountable, they're trying to just convince themselves that whatever they did was not wrong. I don't know, that's random. Remorse. Sibling. A sibling could be involved. Sibling with remorse. Someone who agrees. A sibling agrees with someone about something. I don't know if They don't want you to speak the truth because some sibling will agree with this truth in some way. Someone who agrees with sibling. Spying, watching someone at home. Spying, watching someone at home. Death. Huh. Death, spying, watching someone at home. Someone who agrees. Someone could be feeling remorseful, and death meaning stopping something, ending something. I don't know if someone here has been spied on or watched at home in some kind of way. We did have like tracking, things like that. A witness under remorse and defendant. A witness with remorse and defendant. They don't want you to speak the truth. A witness with remorse and defendant. Pain, hurt. They saw some kind of pain, hurt, spying on computer, and punish. Someone witnessed something that hurt them or caused pain in some way, or they witnessed something, they saw something regarding causing someone else some kind of pain, hurt. They want someone to be punished for what they've done, or defendant. They don't want you to speak the truth. Interesting. You keep evolving and growing under they don't think what they think was wrong. You keep evolving and growing. Meddling in someone else's affairs, yeah. They get involved, they meddle in other people's business. They get involved in other people's stuff instead of focusing on themselves. You keep evolving and growing. They've been meddling and they've noticed that you keep evolving and growing. Meddling with you keep evolving and growing. A menace. A menace, meddling, cheat, jealousy. Cheat, jealousy. A menace. I don't know what, we did have a third party earlier. I try not to look at these as so black and white. Obviously not literally, they are black and white. I try not to, like a third party cheat, like this could be infidelity or something like that. Jealousy, a menace. Cheating can be just not following the rules. Cheating in some way. Jealousy. A menace. Meddling. Someone's jealous of who you are, right? You keep evolving and growing. They've been meddling. They don't want you to speak the truth about what's been going on. They don't think that what they did was wrong because they're blinded by jealousy. Huh. Why is jealousy here with a menace and meddling? A conspiracy. People conspired together. Jealousy. Cheat. Were people trying to convince others that you were a jealous person? A jealous menace? And instead of proving that that's true, you just keep evolving and growing and acting with integrity instead? You act with integrity and everyone knows this. You act with integrity, wanting to intimidate, mentally, emotionally unstable. This person might be seen as mentally, emotionally unstable, wanting to intimidate you in some way, or someone might have been doing things to try to intimidate you, to have you behave in a way that could be seen as mentally, emotionally unstable, or to cause you some kind of mental, emotional instability in some way. You're too strong for that. You're an evolved, strong person who, if people are trying to intimidate you, this doesn't affect you. This doesn't lead you to be intimidated or scared. Mentally, emotionally unstable. Maybe even when you are feeling mentally, emotionally unwell or not at your best, you still act with integrity, and everyone knows this. Yeah, people were trying to like mess with your mood or something in order to cause you to act a certain way. Wanting to intimidate, you act with integrity. A supporter, a third party. Someone supported a third party in this attempt or desire to intimidate you. A supporter, a third party. They got others to join in on this. A supporter with wanting to intimidate. Paying for illegal services. People may have paid people to try to like intimidate you or cause you some kind of like stress or... I mentioned that before with tracking. Like if they were paying people to follow... This happens. Like a lot of people will hear something like this and be like, oh yeah, right. But this stuff does happen. Does someone pay others to like follow you or just try to like cause you mental, emotional instability in some way? Paying for illegal services. Greed. Greed with paying for illegal services. A battle over ownership rights or custody. This was all over, maybe the goal was to have you acting mentally, emotionally unstable in order to win a battle over ownership rights or custody of something or someone. Not that you own someone, but it's like a battle over something, right? Try to take what is yours is under here. That's right, there was like, I don't remember. A battle over ownership rights, custody, paying for illegal services, a supporter, wanting to intimidate. A third party with a supporter and wanting to intimidate. Trafficking. Trafficking. I think earlier when I was talking about exploitation, I think I said what I believe trafficking means too, which is benefiting from someone else's like work, harm, whatever. It's benefiting from something else someone else is doing. I don't even remember what this was clarifying at this point. Trafficking a third party? Trafficking with a third party? We have your back, heart. I'm not sure if someone was trying to like intimidate you and have you feeling mentally, emotionally unwell in order to traffic you in some way. But those in the spiritual and or physical realms have your back, heart. Why is mentally, emotionally unstable here? People who live together. People who live together, mentally, emotionally unstable. A trap set up. Was someone trying to intimidate someone, have them feeling unsafe wherever they're living in order to trap someone into living with them in some way? I still don't know why. It's just a habit. A trap set up, mentally, emotionally unstable. People who live together might have partaken in whatever kind of trap setup this is. People who live together, mentally, emotionally unstable. Not guilty. Not guilty. Trap setup. Not guilty with people who live together. Guilty. Not guilty and guilty. And this is all under, they can't understand your resilience. They don't think that what they did was wrong. They don't want you to speak the truth. You act with integrity. I don't know if they wanted to appear not guilty when they are guilty. And this is all part of not wanting you to speak truth. Wanting you to be maybe mentally, emotionally incapacitated in some way. Unable to speak your truth or unable to convince others that your truth is actually truth. Interesting. Taking responsibility, I don't know when this came out. They're afraid of what others will think. They're afraid of what others will think. Family. They're afraid of what others will think of their family. They're afraid of what their family will think. Family, they're afraid of what others will think. Poison. Divine intervention and poison. Interesting. So there's been some kind of divine intervention in some way. I'm not sure if someone was trying to poison someone or if someone... I mentioned drugs earlier being used to... like drugging someone. Like forcing them to ingest something they were not trying to ingest. Divine intervention. Family. Poison can be just a level of toxicity. Divine intervention with family, and they're afraid of what others will think. Someone with narcissistic traits. So this is someone who has narcissistic traits, which I'm not even going to sit here and pretend I can like talk about this in a knowledgeable way. I'm learning, but I'm not confident, so I'm just going to shut my mouth. Someone with narcissistic traits, divine intervention. Fraud. They might be afraid that others will think that they're a fraud. Poison with divine intervention and family. Spying on phone, inner conflict. Spying on phone, poison. True statements. Inner conflict with spying on phone. False statements. Spying on phone with true statements. Inner conflict, false statements. So something can be seen on a phone involving true statements. Someone's experiencing inner conflict because they've made false statements. Why is wasting their time here with you keep evolving and growing? They're wasting their time stalking. They're stalking you, they're following you in some way, or having you stalked or followed. Stalking with wasting their time. Someone with opposing beliefs. Someone does not think they're wasting their time. They think this is a good use of their time. Yeah, someone with opposing beliefs and stalking. Someone from the past. So this is someone from the past with opposing beliefs. They don't believe the same thing. Wasting their time. Someone from the past, proven innocent, a lover, lovers. Proven innocent. Wasting their time. Someone does not believe the same thing regarding some kind of stalking situation. Because someone's been proven innocent, this could involve someone's lover, lovers, romantic partner of sorts. Someone might have said that they were involved with someone in a romantic and or sexual way, but they weren't. That might have been part of the lies told to people. Or someone might have said that someone was with someone else, romantically, sexually, etc. Proven innocent, lover, lovers, someone from the past. Wasting their time. Maybe someone was stalking someone who, because they didn't believe a truth, someone from the past, or they didn't believe something about someone from the past. This has got to make sense to someone out there, right? Let's get some advice. Let's wrap it up. All right, advice for the collective that resonates with this message. May we have some advice for the collective that resonates with this message, please? Advice for the collective. Ascending the mountain. Keep going forward. Ascending the mountain to me suggests that there's an incline. Inclines are harder to walk up. They require more energy, more strength, resilience, willpower. But you have that within. Ascending the mountain. Keep going forward. Just whatever you do, keep going forward. And whatever way that resonates with you. Ascending the mountain for the collective. First light, beginning a new cycle. Yes, you are in the beginning of a new cycle, or are you ascending the mountain will lead you to the beginning of a new cycle? Ascending the mountain, first light. Why is first light with ascending the mountain for the collective? Stepping into power, you are strong beyond measure and walk in beauty. Stepping into your power. I don't know if you've gone from a place of feeling powerless and you've been working on finding personal power, empowerment. Journey by moonlight, believe in magic. First light with ascending the mountain. Overcoming obstacles. You can overcome anything. Absolutely. So whatever you're doing, whatever goals you're focused on, just keep going forward. Obviously, it's fine to take breaks. It's healthy to take breaks and rest when you feel like you need to. Know that whatever struggles, obstacles you're facing or will face, this is all leading you to continuing your growth, your transformation, your evolution, your personal evolution, in order to begin this new cycle. This will eventually lead to you evolving, beginning a new cycle. You can overcome anything, any obstacles. Just keep going forward. This is about not giving up. Why is you can overcome anything here? You can overcome anything for the collective. Mary Magdalene, teacher awakens. You have something important to share. Follow the inner call. Don't let anything stop you. Interesting. You have something important to share. They don't want you to speak the truth. If you have a way to speak the truth safely, even safety is an interesting thing for me to say, because it's like speaking any kind of truth. It's risky in some kind of ways, depending on the truth, of course, I guess. But you know, if you're being supported when it comes to speaking your truth, you're protected. We have your back, heart. If there's something you need to share, it says you have something important to share. Follow. If you're feeling an inner call to share whatever this is, don't let anything stop you. It can be, depending on what your truth is, it can be very scary. But you are safe and protected to do so. If this is what you're feeling. If you're feeling, you know, if you're feeling like it's not okay for you to speak your truth, don't speak your truth. You know, if that's what you truly feel guided to do, don't do it. But if you are feeling guided and pulled in a direction that involves you speaking your truth, go for it. You are protected. Okay, I'm going to do this on my own time. I'll collect these. But if this resonated, I hope that it brought you clarity. And until next time, bye.